Do you really want to lose weight, but you hate to cook, or maybe you just don't have time to cook? Well, as a longtime diet coach, I want to tell you, you are not alone. I'm Dorothy, and as someone who has been there, done that, I'm here to help make your diet journey less painful through cooking tutorials that are low carb and easy. Okay, for today's cooking tutorial, we are going to make some seared chicken on this appliance, which is called a Griddler. Now this is a Cuininart Griddler Delux, but you can also use things like the George Foreman grill or a panini maker, etc. I love this one, and I want to show you how to use it because it was my husband's and my go-to when we first started this diet, and it just makes life really easy. So let's get cooking. Okay, so just a little bit of information on the Griddler. The thing that makes it so nice and quick is that it cooks your protein or your veggies or whatever you're cooking on both sides. This is the bottom, this is the top plate. You sear it, turn it down and sear it. If your steaks are really thick, you can press it up like this. If they're really thin, you press it down like this. There are lots of tutorials out there on exactly how to use it, and of course there's instructions too. So I'm just going to go through one of my favorite easy dinners, and it's just seared chicken. We're going to make it here, microwave up some broccoli to have with it, and have an easy weeknight dinner, okay? All right, before we prep the chicken, let's turn the Griddler on. You can turn it up to 450 if you want. I'm just going to turn it up to about 375, and then I'm going to press these little buttons here so that I get a nice sear. And my chicken breasts are not that thick, so I'll probably put it right about there. Okay, while that's heating up, we can prep the chicken. Okay, the chicken. Husband's out of town, so I'm only going to make 3 pieces of chicken for myself because I'm hungry. You want to take the, on a low carb diet, the skin is just fine. However, these pieces have too much skin, and so I do want to trim a little bit of that off. One note on the chicken, don't wash it in the sink. It spreads germs to everything, and you can get really sick. You're going to cook all the germs out of it. Just don't wash it. And after you get through cutting all the skin off that you want to, make sure and wash your hands. Okay? Which is what I'm going to go do right now. All right, salt and pepper. Don't want to forget the salt. Salt's really important on a low-carb diet. It will help you stave off fatigue, and it is one of those electrolytes that you really do need. Pepper, just because, not something that you really need. And then I'm putting some smoked paprika on the chicken. You can, if you want to purchase this smoked paprika, it's really fresh, and you can find it in the description below. All right, chicken's ready. As soon as these buttons turn green, we will put the chicken in and get going. Okay, the Griddler, the searing part is green, which means we're good to go. You'll see a lot of smoke and steam coming out of here. My Griddler is pretty old. I've used it a lot. When they're new, you won't see that much, but some of it is from previous cooking. So I'm going to put the chicken right on there. You can hear it sizzle up nice, and so it's going to get that nice sear. Close the lid. Turn on a timer. For chicken about this thick, I would say it's going to take about 15 minutes, but you can always pick it up and check. All right, so let's let that go and turn back on the football game. Okay, it's been 15 minutes, so we're going to see what everything looks like. I'm going to, the sear is nice. I'm going to cut into one of the pieces and make sure that it's not red or bleeding, which means if it's white and juicy like that, it is done. So 15 minutes was a good time. So let's eat. Okay, so we're ready to eat. Like I said, this is the easy dinner. So I am taking out the chicken, and I microwaved some broccoli, which is a great low carb, option. Something to know about vegetables. Frozen vegetables are fine. They keep most of their nutrition because they're flash frozen, so don't worry about the nutritional value of frozen vegetables. Some people are anti-microwave, but since we're making this a really easy dinner, we're going with microwave. Okay. The other thing about vegetables to know is slather it with butter and salt. Butter is keto and just fine, and salt is the electrolyte you need. Okay. And lastly, our drink. Today it's November, I think it's November 9th. So I'm having a little bit of cranberry shrub syrup, cranberry ginger shrub syrup, along with some bubbly water. And I have a low carb dinner that I am going to enjoy even without my husband. So I guess we better look at that. It's perfectly cooked, easy peasy. And I bet it tastes good. Woo, hot. I love the sear. Okay. And I have a spoon, so I'm going to stir that. And here is a toast. A toast to easy, low carb cooking. Cheers. Okay, dinner's done, and now it's time for cleanup, which is the other nice thing about this. It's basically a one-pan dinner, and to clean up, you just take out the plates. There's a little button that you push there. There's a button that you push right there. Toss them in the sink with sudsy water. I suppose you could put them in the dishwasher too, but I just let them soak in the sink for a little bit, and then I just use one of these when I take them out, scrub it like that to get them between, rinse, and you're done. The drip pan is located right here, and you just smooth that out, dump the grease, and wipe it out with a paper towel. So that's all there is. So basically cleanup is your plate, your spoon, your fork, the tongs that you use to get it out with, and the plates. Now just one other thing while we're here that I'll show you that is pretty nice is if you don't want to cook from both sides, you can unlock this and lay it down like that, and you basically have a grill for other things. Now I've used this for kebabs, salmon, steak, chicken, fish, everything. So enjoy it. It's really easy, it's really fun, and you get delicious food. What more can you ask for, huh? Okay.